Greetings. Well, today I thought I'd do a quick video on how to make Optrex. So here, this Optrex is $16 a bottle, and you'll probably only get 10 washes out of it, and then you're done. So I have been making up my own recipe using Hilo Fresh, and I get these on prescription, and they're for lubricating your eyes. But the problem is, if you've got gunk in your eyes, lubricating them is pointless. You need to wash your eyes out. And because of Marlborough in New Zealand, with the high winds and the pollen and the grapevines and all that, there's nothing but dust in your eyes all the time. So here it says natural plant extract, and that's witch hazel, and it is 13%. So I'm not going to bother with the witch hazel, it's just too much of a problem to cut down and get it right. So we're going to be using Hilo Fresh. This is a lubricant, and it's also got some sterilizing stuff in it, but it doesn't have any preservatives, which is good, because the preservatives dries your eyes out, which makes it kind of pointless, does it not? Anyway, this is what we're going to do. So yesterday I went and got some underground well water, and the reason I did that is because when I make my brews, now that our council has decided to put chlorine in the water, it kills all your brews, doesn't it? Which means every brewer in Blenheim is going to have problems now. So I've got this underwater, underground stuff. The excuse the council used was that the water supply underground, about 100 feet down, is water that is less than 2 years old. It's like, well, whoop-de-doo. We've been drinking it for 30 years. So they've gone and put chlorine in it and basically ruined everybody's experiments now. So I'll show you how to break this down. Basically, we need to rip this apart. Then we pull this little bottom off, this wee cap. So this we throw away, this we throw away. Inside here isn't just a little a bottle, it's actually, as you can see, it's got a little hole in it, so it's actually hollow on the outside, and it's got the drops on the inside. And I've tried cutting it open, of course, and you can't get into it. So what I use is hypodermic needle, poke it into the water here, and then we're going to put this water, clean water from underground, into this pot. We're going to squirt the eye drops into this bottle. So as you can see, we're in. I'm just going to slowly start sucking all the juice out. It's going to start sucking bubbles soon because it's leaning on its side. Yep, there we go. We'll be back in a minute. Right, so now this bottle is empty. Throw that away too. 110 mils of water is in this bottle. I want 5% solution of salt, just normal table salt. You can have iodine, doesn't matter. So at 5%, if we get a litre of water, 5% of that would be 50 grams of salt, which seems very, very high. I'd rather have about 2%. So about, I don't know, 3-4 grams. And 110 mils. So we get the extracted eye drops. Squirt that in the bottle. We don't need to sterilise this because it's just come out of a sterile bottle. Right, now we need to put some salt in this water. Rightio, so there's 3 grams of salt, and I think seawater's 5%, which is too strong for your eyes anyway. So I thought I'd knock it down to about, I don't know, 2.5%. But judging on how much salt's here and how much water would be in this bottle, I still think this is still too strong. So say 1.5% per volume. Whatever the volume is of water, 1.5% salt. So the scale won't read anything under 3 grams. So I measured out 3 grams till it registered, and then I sliced it in half basically and got rid of the other half, put it back in the container here. So now the salt goes into this pot to be sterilised. So we're just going to heat the salt up and sterilise the water, and then we're going to tip it in the bottle. On second thoughts though, let's put the salt directly in the bottle, and that way there's no chance of the salt, because salt loves to free up electrical bonds and atomic bonds from pots and things, so it may have a trace of something that's in your pot. I cleaned this pot out with bleach first and then flushed it with water. So put the salt in the bottle, then sterilise the water, and then tip the water in the bottle too. And that way it's, you know, the salt's not stripping things off the pot. While I'm waiting for the water to heat, get yourself a funnel, wash it out with methylated spirits or isopropyl alcohol or something like that, and then flush it with water. You've got to make sure that there's nothing on the inside of your funnel that's going to go down into your eye drops. Right, here we go. So don't swish the water around in the pot either, because it just helps clean things off the inside of your pot. That's where you've got to make sure it's clean. And if you've got any concerns, just actually boil some salt water and sit that in your pot for a while, and then flush it out, and then do the whole process again. I just eyeball the salt usually, I don't weigh it out, because I know how much is supposed to be in the bottle, because I've tried it many times, and if there's not enough salt, the water will burn your eyes because it's too clean, and if you've got too much salt, it'll burn your eyes because it's too strong. So just actually taste it. It should be under salt water that you get from the sea, like by about at least under half. So there we go. Shake it around, let it cool down. Fake Optrex. And it doesn't cost you a whole lot of money because you get the ingredients for free.